Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshabhir Yajatraha Sthirairangai Stuštavansas Tanubhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadhatu ओम शांति शांति शांति। ये लाउड स्पीकर है क्या? थोड़ा बढ़ाया जा सकता है क्या? हाँ ठीक है। We are studying here Muṇḍaka Upanishad from the Atharva Vedas, and we are with Shankar's commentary, and we are in the first section of the third Muṇḍaka, and this section is about truthfulness and other auxiliary means. That is the main topic in this section. But side by side, the real nature of Atman is being told again and again, because that is otherwise difficult to comprehend. And in the last fifth mantra, we saw Satyena labhyas tapasa yesha atma samyak jnanena brahmacharyena nityam anta sharire jyotirmayo hi shubhro yam pashyanti yataya kshina dosha. So samyak jnanena is the main thing. But along with that, Satyena tapasa brahmacharyena and nityam. So nityam satyena, nityam tapasa, nityam brahmacharyena. So we were told that though it is realized by samyak jnana, yet when it is along with nitya satya, nitya tapasya and nitya brahmacharya. And tapasya is the concentration of mind and organs towards Atman. So this we have read with the Shankar's commentary. Now, in your books, let me see the English book. This over. Here also same thing. Okay. Now, the last sentence in the commentary. Satyadi sadhanastu Satyadi sadhanastutyartho ayam arthavada. Now, in this, what Stuti has been done? Nothing. Arthavad is meaningless, not to be taken literally. But it shows the Stuti. And we always seen that Stuti means efficacy in life. So in the fifth where it has been told, it has been directly about the realization of Atman. There is no Arthavada there. So this is the introduction to the sixth mantra. This last sentence, which is included as the conclusion of fifth mantra, is actually the introduction for the sixth mantra. So the Satyadi Sadhana Stuti and Arthavad for that Stuti, that is the content of the sixth mantra. So we read the sixth mantra. Satyameva jayati na anrutam. Satyena pantha vitato devayana. Yena akramanti rishayo hi aptakama yatra tat satyasya paramam nidanam. So this is eulogy because it talks about the Brahmaloka in which we are not interested. You understand? But here the point is the power or efficacy of Satya is being described. Okay. So first in this loka, in our world, Satyameva jayati na nanrutam. Okay. Men many times think that by application of falsehood they will win, but that win will not stay. Ultimately, if you can add the word ultimately we shall see the truth itself prevails. So that is the first efficacy of truth in our worldly life. That a victory is gained only by truthfulness. And to emphasize that, it says not by untruthfulness. Not by untruthfulness because it appears that untruthfulness is winning, but it will not win. Second point, Devayana Marga. Devayana Marga is which is taking us to Devalokas or Brahmaloka at the most. So the path to Devayana is made of Satya. Now, in this context, we are not interested in Devayana now. But it is the power of Satya that the path to Devayana is made of Satya only. Okay? Now, about that path, who is able to go? Apta Kama, Rishayo, Apta Kama, Rishayo. Those whose desires have been fulfilled, or those who are beyond desires. Rishis, and because of that, they see the supersensuous truths. Rishi Darshanat. Anybody seeing the supersensuous, experiencing the supersensuous truth is called a Rishi. Understood? Rishi, Muni, Tapasya, they are different words. Muni, Mananat. When one thinks he is Muni. And Tapasya can be good or bad, we do not know. In the spiritual sense, Tapasya is necessary because he has to concentrate his mind and indriyas. But otherwise, independent if you take Tapasya, then Ravan, Kumbhakarna are more Tapasya than Rishis. So, and some people do Tapasya for gaining supernatural powers. So, Tapasya only in association with the other things we will understand. So, no, I am telling this because generally, very vaguely people use the word. In our country, there were Rishis, Munis and Tapasyas. But there are different meanings. Rishi is Darshanat, Muni Mananat, Tapasya Tapasyata. Now to give you an example, because everything in the Shastras we can understand only by examples. Thakur is incarnation, God himself, leave aside. But Thakur is out and out a Rishi. All 24 hours he is diving deep and bringing some truth. And Swami Vivekananda is a Rishi. But Swami Vivekananda's part in this Ramakrishna Leela in this world is that he is a Muni. You understand? That means he has received all the truths from Thakur. And Thakur told him, you are Buddhiman. So apply your Buddhi and see how the people in the world benefit, how they are lifted spiritually. So, understood this point? Now people ask me, guidance for Manana. The best book on Manana is Swami Vivekananda's complete verse. You understand? Swami Vivekananda's complete verse includes 4 yogas and all that. That is Shruti. You understood? But how to apply this to lift our education, music, dance, language, everything Swamiji has dealt in the complete verse. Learning from Thakur. Thakur, Swamiji has called Sarva Vidya Sahai. That means dancing, music, everything Thakur has made it conducive to Brahmajnana. That is what Swamiji has explained. Swamiji has also said that Thakur lived the life and he left me to explain. You understand? So Swamiji's bhumika is Muni. Huh? Okay. So, Satyena Pantha Vitato Devayana. Huh? Rishis who are Aptakamas. That means if he is gained some power of perception, but he is filled with desires, then he will not reach Devayan. So for Devayan, two conditions are given. With the help of Satya he is going. But after Kam, he should have finished his desires and he should be Rishi. Yena akramanti. Yena means with the help of the what? Satya. So Thakur has said, I give you this, I give you that, but he never said, I give you truth. Understood? That we talked about it directly. So, this is the importance of Satya in spiritual life. So, that is the eulogy, Arthavad, for Shruti. Now, where do they go by this Devayan? Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. Nidhan means stores. The supreme store of Satya. What is that? Brahma. Okay. So, Brahma. But in this context, Hiranyagarbha. Huh? So there they go by Devayan, because they have to go by Devayan. About the Parabrahma, we do not have to go by any path. Yaiva sarve samavaliyanti prana. And that we have told here also. Understood? So going means at the most Brahmaloka. So it is about Brahmaloka, but it shows the efficacy of Satya, how much power is there in Satya. And we discussed that day, by Satya what happens and by not Satya what happens. So, this is the sixth mantra. Satyameva acharasya satyavan eva jayati. Understand the difference? Shruti says, truth alone wins. Acharya says, one who sticks to truth wins. Truth is an abstract term, so truth will not win any war. So the meaning is that if one person sticks to truth, he wins. Na anrutam, na anrutavadi ityartha. Similarly, untruth will not win means a person who is habituated to speak untruth, he will not win. Nahi satyanrutayo kevalayo purusha anashritayor jaya parajayava sambhavati. This truth and untruth, unless they are supported by some person, independently they are not capable of winning or losing anything. Prasiddham loke satyavadina anrutavadi abhibhuyate. He said this is also famous in the world, though people think otherwise, that the Satyavadi defeats the Asatyavadi, na vipareyo, not the reverse. So it is a lesson to us that ultimately the Satyavadi will win. Ata siddham satyasya balavat sadhanatvam. So in our context, it proves that Satya is a powerful means. Kimcha shastrato api avagamyate. That means first thing is seen by people in the world. But something Shastra also is telling us, which is not seen by us. Satyasya sadhanatishayatvam. That Satya is a powerful atishayatvam, superlative sadhan, is told by Shastra also. Katham, how? Satyena yatha bhuta vada vyavasthaya. So Satya defines, as it has happened, so you should speak. That is Satya. Satya vachan. Vyavasthaya. By this habit or by this arrangement. Pantha Devayanakyo, the marga, which is name is Devayan, Vitato Vistirna, Satatyena Pravritto. The road is broadened So broaden means here continuously going. Yena yatha hi akramanti. Yena means by which. Yatha hi, in what way. Yena translated by Shankaracharya as yatha hi. He means because. Akramanti, kramante. Rishayo darshanavanta. He says straight. Rishi is one who sees. Kuhaka maya shatya ankara damba andruta varjita hi. So why he sees? Why we do not say that he is free from kuhaka? Kuhaka is a mist. That means unclear talk. Truth and untruth mixed. That is kuhaka. Maya. Maya means showing something within something. That is the meaning of Maya. Shatya. Shatya means shatata. This is a kapata. Ahankar. So these are all counted in asatya. Because Rishi. Question is, who sees? Who is Rishi? So one has to be free from this to be Rishi. Suddenly one will not become Rishi. Some people keep the name of their sons as Rishi. Maya, Shatya, Ahankar. Ego is there, then we will not become the Rishi. Dambha, if you show more than what you are, then you will not be a Rishi. Andruta, if you are given to lies, you will never be a Rishi. So, with the help of that Satya, the definition of Rishi, Shankaracharya has given in elaborate detail. Darshanavanta. But why Darshanavanta? Why not others? Because he is free from this. So it depends upon not only concentration, it depends upon character. So person with character, he becomes Rishi. Then next word is Aptakama. He is there. Yena kramanti rishayo he. He means because. Aptakama vigata drishna. Literally, Aptakama means whose desires are fulfilled. Shankar says, Vigata Trishna. Desires have gone away from him. He no more desires. That is why they are fulfilled. Sarvato. Desires have gone from all sides. That means gross settled, no type of desire. Yatra, yasmin. Yatra. Yatra means where they are going. Tat satyasya paramam nidanam. Yasmin. Tat paramartha tattvam. So it is about the absolute reality. Paramartha tattvam satyasya uttama sadhanasya sambandhi sadhyam. So satya is the uttam sadhan connected with that the absolute truth. This is satya vachan. But from this you go to Parabrahma, which is absolute truth. Paramam prakushtam nidhanam purushartha rupena nidhyate iti nidhanam vartate. Nidhanam means store, not store of money, store of parama purushartha, the thing to be achieved by man in life, that it is stored there. So, it appears to be Paramartha Tattva. In this context, you have to take it as Hiranyagarbha. Tatra cha yena patha kramanti sa satyena vitate iti purvena samanta. So the syntax will be like this. Satyena pantha vitato devayana yena. So by this. Now, told about Satya, efficacy, stuti, everything done. So come back to nature of truth. Now, because the talk of going has come, so they must tell about not going. And this is process of realization in this seventh mantra. Bruhaccha tad divyam achintya rupam sukshmaccha tad sukshmataram vibhati durat sudure tadhyantike cha pashyatsu ihaiva nihitam guhayam. So opposite to that going, ihaiva, here in this life. And this thing is emphasized in Vedanta very much, everywhere. It is not after death we go to Swarga, after death this or that. Here in this life itself, the truth is realized. So it is Brihat, very big, all pervading, or the big things in this world is the Divyam. Divyam is full of light, consciousness, or beyond the world, Divya. Achintya Rupam, that means mind cannot think of it. Mind thinks only when there is some data available. So its form is its Swarup here, is Achintya, beyond mind also. Why beyond mind? Sukshmacha sukshmataram vibhati. Understood? What we do not see by indriyas can be seen by the mind, sukshma things. But it is sukshma than sukshma. So beyond the range of the mind also. Vibhati, but it is seen. It shines. Sukshma sukshmataram does not mean it will not be seen. It shines. How? That will be told in the last line. But durat sudure, it will have two meanings. Conceive anything furthest galaxy, light years, but Brahman is there. And other meaning is that if you are Agyani, you will never see it. That is durat sudure. And tad ihantikecha. That very thing is here. Antike, nearest of the near. You may add for the jnani. Or according to the first interpretation, body is near, indriyas are near, mind is still near, nearest of the near is Atman. So it is nearest of the near, or for jnani, it is seen already. Okay. I will give a physical example. Now here, university. Now outside the gate a man is standing. Facing opposite. Then how much distance is university? 25,000 miles. Understood? He had to go through all earth, then come back. And suppose his face is here. How far is university? Next step. So it depends upon the direction of our mind. Okay. In ways to joke in Nagpur Ashram, there was a devotee whose house was where words itself there two. Understood? You may say in front of the ashram. Or some people say opposite ashram. You understand? Okay. So, durat sudure tadihantike cha. Okay, but how do we see? Pashyatsu ihaiva. So, here word has come twice. Here Antikecha, here very near. Huh? Now to see here itself. Huh? Where Guhayam Nitam. Guha means Buddhi Guha, Hriday Guha. It is always described as a cave because inside, in the I consciousness, inside the I consciousness, that is the meaning. So these words become overlapping. Sometimes Shankar says Buddhi Guha, Hriday Guha. Our revered Yatishwarananda in his instruction, this Diksha, his instruction, first feel the center of your consciousness. While translating in Hindi, Marathi or Bengali, with his permission, we had translated it as heart, Hriday. But his original word was, feel the center of your consciousness. So where do you feel your I? In your heart. I described that then, people wrongly think one is the yogis or who have read the yoga books. In yoga books, there are centers. And all the centers are situated in the Sushumna column. So there it says that heart is mentioned, then parallel to heart in the Sushumna column. So they said there you have to go. Heart is there. Now that is, I am telling all the misconception. Now that is right side of the actual heart. So from some people say it is in the right side of chest. Okay. And the third thing is that Totapuri told Thakur to concentrate here. From that or from their own nature, many people try to meditate there. Okay. And big sadhakas, they say heart is here. Now, as an example, I am telling, most revered Swami Virajananji also mistook in the beginning and used to meditate here. And he got severe headache, habitual headache. His guru was Holy Mother. Huh? He's famous as Swamiji's disciple, but his Diksha is from Holy Mother. So he went to her and told her all these things. She said, my boy, where do you meditate? He said, that is the cause of your headache. Somebody's thing has to be muted. Okay. Now, Shankar has told in the Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, we are asked to see here, isn't it? Bhrumadhya. What is the significance? Have you understood that? So that eye does not go. Ardha Nimilita Drishti. Thakur asked Master Mahasaya, the sparrow, when it is heating its egg, looks like that. That its eyes are in the center. It is concentrated in the heating the egg, he is not seeing outside. But if it closes the eyes, our case. Now, elementarily we are asked to close the eyes, many. But if you close the eyes, one thing is that tamogun may come, sleep may come. Secondly, subjective ideas may come. If you see the world, it will be disturbance will come. So eyes are open, but you are not seeing anywhere. For that, this position is stored. Understood now? Yogir Chakhu. Shankar has said, mind you, it is only the position of the eyes. You have not been asked to concentrate there. Mind, there he says, mind is always to be put in the heart, not there. Okay? So because here that Guha has come, I tried to remove all the misconceptions. Big sadhaka, they get some experience, okay.
Why in the heart? Why in the heart?
Where is the heart?
No, why?
Why? I told you just now, Yatishwaranji's thing. Where do you feel your eye? Tell me first. No. If I ask you, will you do this work? You say, yes, I do. Okay? And if you fail, you do not do, then you say, hi. Okay? So, the brain failed. So, eye consciousness is felt in the physical heart. And Shankar in many places enabled us to feel. He says, Hridaya Pundarika, the lotus of the heart. You understand? Now they confuse lotus in the Sushumna. Okay? So, in the heart, there is a cavity. And the cavity is like inverted thumb. And so, Kathopanishad in many places, Atman is of the size of thumb, Angushta Matram. That means that is the place where we experience. Atman is not small, Atman is not limited. But we have to concentrate there because it is Guhayam. That means eye consciousness is a cover for that. It is inside the eye consciousness. If the eye consciousness can go inside, eye consciousness normally goes to the mind. Indriyas, body, outside world. But if the eye consciousness tries to find its own source, goes inside, then it will find that is the source of consciousness. Bulb, old style bulb. The room is dark. We switch on, it has become lighted. Bulb has given the light. But you look at the bulb, is the whole bulb source of light? Only the filament, heated filaments are the light. Bulb is a formation. It receives the light from the filament and gives to the outside world. So this eye consciousness is a catchment area. Okay? The light of the Supreme Self falls on our mind. And then it comes to mind, body, indriyas, and to the whole world. So that is how the perception takes place. So eye consciousness is in the physical heart. And because it is hidden inside, so it is called cave. Sometimes it is called Hridaya Guha, sometimes Buddhi Guha. So Buddhi is not intellect, that fails. Bodha, consciousness, eye consciousness, that is the Guha. Okay? So here, Ihaiva Nihitam Guhayam. Ihaiva, here itself, near itself, in your body, where? Stored in the Guha. Okay? Kim tat, kim dharmakam cha tat iti uchyate. Tat means Brahman. Kim tat, what is that? Kim dharmakam, what are its characteristics? Here it is not about Satya, that is gone. Kim tat, what is Brahman? Kim tat dharmakam, what are its characteristics? Iti uchyate, that is being told. Bruhat. Bruhat means great. Mahat, meaning is Mahat. Tat prakrutam Brahma. Prakruta means context. that Brahma which is under context is great. Satyadi sadhanam. It is a Bahuri Samas. Satyadi yasya sadhanam tad Brahma. Huh? So Satyadi sadhan is not suddenly Brahma and sadhan is connecting. That Brahma of which Satya is a sadhan. Huh? Tat. Huh? Sarvato vyaptatvat. Because it is all pervading. So meaning of Brihat is being given. Huh? Brihat means great. The Brahma under context, which is obtained by Satya Adi, because it is all pervading, so it is great. Okay. Next word is Divyam. Divyam Swayam Prabham, self-luminous. For lighting it, we don't require a lamp. For lighting it, we do not require our eye consciousness. It is self-luminous. And Achintya Rupam. Huh? Anindriya Gocharam Ata Eva Na Chintayitum Shakyate. Because it is not available to Indriyas, so how we shall think of it? Huh? Asya Rupam Achintya Rupam. So it is of a form unthinkable. Sukshmat Akashadairapi Tat Sukshmataram. It is subtler than the Akasha also. Niratishayami Sukshmam Asya Sarva Karanatvat. Niratishayam means beyond that there is no Sukshma. Why? Because it is the cause of all. It is the cause of Akasha. It is subtler than, it is the cause of all, so it is the subtlest. Vibhati, Vividam Aditya Chandradi Akarena Bhati Dipyate. It is manifested. Swayam Jyoti, but we see it as sun and moon and all that. Vibhati, Vivida Rupena Bhati. Now Vivida Rupena is Aditya, Chandra, etc. Kimcha Durad Viprakushta Deshat Sudure Viprakushta Tare Deshe Vartate. Viprakushta means cut off. So Dur means remote. And remote than the remote. Durat Suduram. Vartate Avidusham Atyanta Agamyatvat Tad Brahma. Far further than the forest because not available to the Agyani. That Brahman. Here Dehe, here means here in the body. Antike, Samipecha, very near. Vidusham Atmatvat. Because for the man of knowledge, he is the Atman, so nearest. Sarvantaratvacha, Akashasyapi Antarashrute. And not only a particular Vidusha, it is the inside of everything, innermost reality of everything. So innermost reality of Akasha also. Antarashrute. In some other Upanishad, it is told like that. Iya Pashyatsu, Chetanavatsu. Pashyatsu means inside those who see. Saptami Bahuvachan. So inside those who see. So Shankar says Chetanavatsu. Seeing here means those conscious beings. Etan nitam sitam. It is there. Darshanadi kriyavatvena yogibhir lakshamanam. Understood? We see. But how we see? Because there is consciousness in us. I explained that one day. In that class I explained today. I see you. I know that I see you. Huh? I close my eyes, I do not see you. I know that I do not see you. So there is a, when we discuss Muṇḍaka, that day we had discussed, there is some basic thing called knowledge. Okay? So through our perception, the yogis catch it. We are looking outside. But the yogis will concentrate the mind inside, in the source of this knowledge. And they, yogis are not Patanjali yogis, yogis means sadhakas. And they will see the source of consciousness. So through our perception, perception means eyes, ears, whatever. How we hear? What is the consciousness behind? So that is how the yogis catch it. Okay? Yogi bir lakshamanam. That means they aim there. This, our perceptions give us the direction of where to look for him. Where we reach like that, Guhayam. Buddhi lakshanayam. Buddhi means bodha. So what is Guha? Of which the characteristics are bodha. Center of consciousness. Tatra nigudam lakshate vidvadbhi. So men of knowledge, they go there and there they find him. Then implication. Though he is nearest of the near, tathapi avidya samrutam san nalakshate tatrasam eva avidvadbhi. Though it is nearest of the near, but it is covered by wrong knowledge. Our knowledge is subject looking at objects. That is our knowledge. That is the wrong knowledge. So, though it is the source of all knowledge, it is covered by our wrong knowledge. And so, the ignorant cannot see. Now, I will tell you something funny. My teacher always used to say that God is abiding reality. Abiding reality. That means it is always there, will never go. Then some boys would ask him, if he is abiding reality, why we do not see him? No, his reply would be, same question he used to speak in a different tone. What a pity! Though he is the abiding reality, why don't we see him? Because our habit is to look outside and he is inside. We are not seeing him where he is. Now that people will say, he is everywhere. He is everywhere, but we find him there only. Once we find him there, we find that he is everywhere. Okay? So that is the thing. Eighth mantra. Na chakshusha gruyate napi vacha nanir devair tapasa karmana va jnana prasadena vishuddha sattva tatastutam pashyate nishkalam dhyayamana. Dhyayamana pashyate. Dhyaman means, according to English grammar, present participle. Like past participle, while in the meditation. Dhyayamana means, while you are meditating, you will see. During the process of meditation, you will see him. Now, you will not see him by eyes. Now, here we may doubt. Thakur said that I see him directly, I talk with him. So that is a second Brahma. That is its manifestation. And we are talking of Nirguna Brahma. Okay. So, important. Some people say, I saw God. But when I try, realized him. You have seen some figure. Huh? So we should not depend only on seeing God. We should realize him as our reality. Then only it is real seeing. No chakshusha gruyate. No, chakshu is the representative of all jnanendriyas. Huh? By touch, by smell, huh? By listening, you cannot realize him. You may go very near, but not realize him. Okay? And then, napi vacha. So one is the representative of all karmendriyas. Huh? By talking, you will not realize him. You cannot catch him. You cannot go there by legs. Understood? So, not available to karmendriyas also. No object at all. So, na annair devai. Huh? Devas means our indriyas. Huh? Because they reveal things to us, they are called devas. So, eyes and Vani has been told. So, by all other organs also, you cannot get him. Tapasa. By concentrating, you may concentrate, but that you will not see him. Okay? Now, difference between concentration and meditation. Huh? Many people think meditation is concentration. You can concentrate in your subject. You can concentrate on your object. You can concentrate on the table. That is not meditation. Understood? Now, what is that? Nididhyasana is of course different. But what is normal meditation? Have you thought of it? Knowledge of the nature of Brahman. Huh? Then for normal meditation, some form has to be there. Even Nirakar is a form, unspecified form. Huh? Flame, something, some form is there. Okay? Or Krishna, Rama, Durga, Shiva. Okay? And then relation with him. That is the most important thing. Huh? Your son or daughter or something, or abstract relations, he is my being. Huh? So these three, I would say, is knowledge. Huh? Dharana, at least. Dharana. Huh?
Form, relation.
Real nature, form, relation. This can go under knowledge. Huh? In the form of dharana, concept. Huh? Now, as soon as this relation is there is an attraction, isn't it? So, love or bhakti is essential in dhyan. Okay? Now, in spite of this, the mind, due to old sanskaras, goes here and there. Huh? Then will comes into force. And we bring that mind inside. Okay? So, people generally I cannot control. They apply only will. But mind has thinking, feeling, will, everything. So, this is dhyan. Huh? Now, the fourth faculty, karma. Huh? If you are doing karma properly, then only dhyan is possible. Gita 6th chapter, Bhagavan and Shankaracharya both told this. Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karotiya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnirno chakriya. Shankar says, dhyana is the antas sadhan, of which the bahish sadhan is karma. And he repeats, reverse order. Karma is the bahish sadhan of that which dhyana is the antas sadhan. So that is the relation. Okay. So all 4 yogas are applied.
So by doing
Knowledge, bhakti, will, that is Raj Yoga. And then karma also. So dhyamana, pashyate. Pashyate is pashyati. And pashyati is upalabhate. So is how is experience? Jnana, oh, we have left some words. Not by tapasya, not by karma. Not by any indriyas, not by tapasya. About tapasya I started talking, that concentration. So meditation is different. Karmanava. Karma is always subject-object activity. So that will not really realize Brahman. Then how? Jnana pras. So firstly, it is important. Firstly, those who are not sadhanas have to be told, so that we should not go that way. That's why they are told first. Then real sadhanas. No jnana. Jnana, just now I described jnana. The knowledge, basic of our all thinking, feeling and everything. I know that. Now this I know is a subject-object knowledge. So it is impure. It is always restless. It is always turbulent. Now why purify it? And if it is purified, then what it comes to? Tranquil. Tranquil not by giving tranquilizer. Tranquil, joyful. This is called prasad. Prasad is that tranquility which is always joyful. Joyful because we are pursuing Brahman. And joy should not be hoi. Joy which is peaceful, peace which is joyful. That is called prasada. Gita prasade sarvodkhanamani. That will lead to realization. So here, when the jnana means the knowledge shining in your mind. So when that becomes tranquil and happy, then what happens? Vishuddha sattva. That means sattva is mind, so personality becomes totally purified. Okay. If the chitta becomes shanta and happy, the whole thing is under control, purified. Tata, and then there, after that. So first you have to do this sadhana of jnana prasad. For that you do karma or whatever. Then you purify. Then dhyamana. Then you meditate. And while you are meditating, you see him, you get him. Nishkalam. Nishkalam is the Swarupa Brahman, partless. Brahman is not part. Brahman is not finite. Brahman is not a matter, so it has no parts. Such Brahman, here the adjective for Brahman is only one, Nishkalam. Tam Nishkalam. Tam Nishkalam Dhyamana Pashyate. So in the process of meditation, you catch him. Not by indriyas, not by karma, not by tapasya, but while meditating in the pure heart, which is tranquil and happy. Shankaracharya punarapi asadharanam tad upalabdhi sadhanam uchyate. Asadharanam sadhanam means now satya etc. have been told. But that without which you cannot see, that is called asadharan sadhana. Main sadhana, instead of calling main, it says asadharan. That means without which you cannot see him. That is the asadharan sadhana. So main sadhana is being told again, punarapi. Tad upalabdhi of experiencing that. The asadharan sadhana is told again. Yasmat means because. Na chakshusha gruyate kenachidapi arupatvat. Not that my eyes are weak. Kenachidapi. Nobody can see him by eyes because it has no form. Napi gruyate vacha anavideyatvat. It cannot be described. It has no name. Avideya means name. It has no name by which you can describe it. Nacha anir devatair itare indriya. So not by any other indriya. Tapasa sarva prapti sadhanatyapi na tapasa gruyate. There is a saying tapasa kim na labhyate. So tapasya is such a sadhan that you can get anything by that, but not Atman. To feel that, Shankara has commented like that. Tata Vedikena Agnihotradi Karmana Prasiddha Matvenapi. Now Agnihotra and Vedic karmas are famous, but you cannot get Atman by that. Na gruhite. Kim punastasya grahane sadhanamitya. Then tell us what is the means. Jnana prasadena atmava bodhana samartham api. Our jnana, our mind, though capable of perceiving the Atman, normally. Svavena sarva praninam jnanam bahya vishaya ragadi dosha kalushitam aprasannam ashuddham. The normal knowledge playing in the mind of all the beings ordinarily is attached to outside objects and other things, attachment, aversion, this and that. So by those defects, kalushitam, it has become dirty, aprasannam. So it is not tranquil, not blissful. Ashuddham, impure. Sun means it is like this. Avabodhayati, it will reveal Brahman. Normally it has the capacity to reveal Brahman, but due to impurity it is not seeing it. It can see Nityam Sannitam Atma Api Atma Tattvam. Bodhayati, it can see, though it is the nearest of the near. Malavanadam iva adarshanam. Adarshana is a mirror, Adarshan. No, you cannot see your face in mirror if it is full of dust. Viluritam iva salilam. And if the water is wavy, you cannot see. So tranquil and clean. Tad yada indriya vishaya sansarga janita ragadi malak kalushya apunayanat. So that dirt which is due to indriya vishaya sansarga, attachment, etc., when that is cleared, adarsha salilad iva prasaditam, like the mirror cleaned or the water tranquil, that should be the state. That is called prasad. Prasaditam swacham shantam. It is clean and unmoving. Avatishtate, when our jnana stays like this, means our mind stays like this, tada jnanasya prasadasya. That is called the grace of the jnana. Prasada means grace. Prasada means this avastha. So in this avastha is what we say, it is the grace. तेन ज्ञानप्रसादेन विशुद्ध सत्व विशुद्ध अंतःकरण योग्यो ब्रह्म द्रष्टुम यस्मात्. This is equivalent to Vishuddha Sattva, pure mind. Then it is capable of perceiving. Swamiji used to say it cannot be seen by the mind, repeatedly. And Thakur used to say, not by this mind, but by pure mind. That is what he is telling here. Though our mind is normally like that, but if it is purified like this, then it can be seen. Yoga Brahma Drashtum Yasmat Tata. Tata means after that. Tasmat tu. Oh, Tasmat tu.
Yes.
Tam Atmanam Pashyate. That Atman you see. Pashyate Upala. Pashyate Atmanapad. Shankar first converts to Parasmapad Pashyati and tell the meaning Upalabhate. Experiences. Nishkalam Sarva Avayava Veda Varjitam. There is no difference of parts. Dhyayamana. Satyadi sadhanavan upasamvrata karana ekagrena manasa dhyayana. Dhaya, here misprint has come, dhyanama, dhyamana. In this my book. Chintayan. So here Shankar brings that Satyadi sadhana one who has practiced Satyadi sadhana, upasamvrata karana, and withdrawn his antakarana inside. Ekagrena manasa, and mind concentrated there. That is dhyana. I explain a little more detail, but Shankar says dhyamana means satyadi sadhanavan upasamvrita karana ekagrena manasa. Inside ekagrata. Dhyamana chintayan. Dhyamana means thinking about it, contemplation. So it is obtained. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiriyajatra Sthirai Rangai Stushtvamsas Tanubi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starkyo Rishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.